The success of the Govan Law Centre over the 25 years that they've been in existence is huge, and we as the Scottish Housing Regulator talk all the time about tenant voice and why tenant voice matters. And of course one of the ways a tenant voice can be expressed is when they get into legal jeopardy, they're at risk of homelessness rather, they have someone who can speak up for them, who can give that voice, often to the most vulnerable in society who may otherwise not find a voice. So I think that the work that the Govan Law Centre does around homelessness is absolutely vital. I mean, I think there's a whole host. We saw in the recent film that they just launched some success stories around both homelessness and getting people out of inappropriate accommodation. Because when people think of homelessness, they think of the sad fact of people sleeping in the streets, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. And I think that the Govan Law Centre has demonstrated that to huge effect, including, if you think about it, the work that they've done with the asylum seekers and the case against Circle very recently, which I personally think is a very important landmark case for them to take up.
We think as a matter of Scots law, it can't be lawful to have a private company on behalf of the UK government simply evict people by changing their locks, not having the need to go to court. So we challenged that. Now where we are now is not a happy place. We lost before the Inner House, and actually, I mean, I had won the point that Circle were covered by the Human Rights Act. Inner House reversed that, so we ended up getting completely a very unhappy result very recently there. We're applying for permission to the Inner House to go to the UK Supreme Court because we think it's really important to take this issue on. And obviously the idea that you can contract out of the Human Rights Act by having the government or a public body subcontract to a private company, I genuinely think is quite horrifying.